All right, minor technical difficulty there. Um, New Super Mario Bros. U. The transition between New Super Luigi U and New Super Mario Bros. U is neat. The map is the same. It is downloadable content, obviously. It'd be interesting to know how large Luigi is, excuse me, versus Mario when just downloading to play it that way. I have two separate discs. That's my preference, but it'd be interesting to see because the levels definitely feel similar. Not entirely the same, just similar. Of course, I think we progressed through a different world, actually, than I've been going in on Luigi U. So that was cool. StarCraft 2. Played with the son. Enjoyed it. We have fun doing this. It's just the two of us taking on the world. No, not real people, just AI. We're up to, I think we pushed the envelope and went to normal difficulty. Maybe? Not sure. Can't remember. But good game. Excuse me. I'd like to get back to the campaign at some point, but I'm also enjoying just playing StarCraft 2 for StarCraft 2's sake. I would stink online. Completely and totally. I know this for a fact. Plants vs. Zombies 2. Every once in a while, it pops up on my phone and reminds me, hey, I'm here! Brilliant. Brilliant. And I play it. I like it. I approve. I am still in Egypt. One or two keys away or stars away, and then I will manage to get out of Egypt. We Fit You. It's We Fit You. It continues. Hopefully, if, excuse me, I didn't have this beard, you could tell I was perhaps losing some weight. It's kind of hard to tell from just sitting in front of the camera. Yeah. Oh well. And of course, World of Warcraft. Red Flare and I both have our mage priest team at 90 now. So now it's time to go to the Timeless Isle, gear up, and finally get enough reputation so I can make some bags for everybody. Seriously, that's one of my goals for my mage, is just unlocking the right rep tiers so I can get the biggest bags possible and make them. What's really awesome and a little bit game breaking, honestly, is once we transition into Warlords of Draenor, I can still farm Pandaria cloth by growing the right plant on the farm. So, excuse me, I'm thinking long term here. I am planning long term in eventually being able to get all my characters outfitted in the Miss Pandaria bags. It'll take time, but it's possible. That's what's cool. So, after the Wrapped Report, we also have the fact that WoW is on sale all the way up to January 1st now. It was going to be a Black Friday thing, and they changed it. The sales all the way through Christmas. So if you get Christmas money, you can spend it on StarCraft or more WoW or another WoW account. You've got time. A streamer, Swifty, was raided over false accusations. So not really a World of Warcraft thing, but it's unfortunate that police were dispatched to his home just because some idiot decided to make a false report. And you have to take those kinds of reports seriously in this day and age, unfortunately. But they likely would have realized what was going on the moment they walked in and, oh, he's sitting at a computer. I think we might have the wrong house. Just maybe. Just maybe. Elsewhere in gaming, Ultra Street Fighter 4 is going to release in June and August. August is the PC version. It's going to be a $15 upgrade if you have the base game. And we'll go from there. It feels a little late because, well, PlayStation 4. Release it on the PlayStation 4. Put it out there. Toss it over there. Just, get it over there. I think that would be rather wise at this point. But that's just me. Altered Beast 3D. So, normally I don't announce Virtual Console games that are coming out. For instance, the old Sonic was given, excuse me, for those of you watching the video stream, just had an itch in my hair for you audio people. Sonic 1 got the 3D overhaul, kind of like the 3D Excite Bike, etc. So now Altered Beast is getting it. I'm sorry. You can alter Altered Beast as much as you want to. It's not going to improve the game. Let it rest in its grave. Please, no more. We are all doomed. I've played it. I've beat it. It's awful. I would assume at one time I probably would have felt lucky to have it, but I wasn't a Sega person back when it was active. But let it rest in its grave. Amazon Prime Air. I wish I was in a 10-mile radius of one of their fulfillment centers. That's all I have to say about that. I'm linking a couple of YouTube videos in the show notes. PvP Comic did a great one where two hunters were shooting down drones and stealing the contents. Definitely seems like something that might really happen. So, what about in the political sphere? That's kind of the gaming and internet. Political news. The federal watch list has grown over 700,000 people. They're watching you. They're watching you. Oh, and they are watching you. I'm going to segue a little bit down the list. Actually, I'll just move it so that it'll make sense if you follow along in the show notes. But the FBI can turn your camera on discreetly. Malware. Just make sure your malware protected. Or do what Redflare does. She puts a little thing right over the camera And now I got it smudgy. There. But she puts a little address label right over the camera, and no more camera. It's gone. Who cares if there's a light or not? Because the malware blocks the light. But there it is. Oh. And then, of course, the no-fly list, there's a trial going on about it that's been delayed because one of the witnesses for, well, I'm not sure which side they're on, but can't say defendant or, but it was delayed because the witness was put on the no-fly list. Picard facepalm. Picard facepalm. They were trying to prove the no-fly list and the watch list and all these other lists from flashbacks of the McCarthy era. Just no. But check your computers. Get rid of the malware. And turn off your GPS location services. The NSA is tracking 5 billion cell phones. Now, I'm sure they have some kind of sophisticated, let's bounce off all the towers and then we can pinpoint where you are. But they haven't gotten that far yet, fortunately. And then, of course, excuse me, clearly getting late. Often, further politics, the American Legislative Exchange Council, ALEC, called for penalties on using solar panels. Now, the article goes on to talk about how they're pursuing it against, say, do-it-yourselfers, the person who climbs up on their roof and installs it themselves. But you have to think that these finite resource companies are starting to get a little worried. Starting to get a little worried that people are fed up with paying their outlandish prices and want to become a little more self-sufficient. I know I do. I'd love to put some solar panels on the house. Absolutely would love it. Well, as I prepared these notes, actor Danny Wells, actor of the Mario Brothers Super Show, passed away. So did Nelson Mandela. Life accomplishment wise, Danny's not really one to be uber celebrated when compared to Mandela. But we really shouldn't be comparing. Two men that were loved for different reasons are no longer on the earth. And I just wanted to take a moment to remember them. And then move on to the fact that Gal Gadot, I don't know how to pronounce that last name. She's been cast as Wonder Woman in the next Superman. Please don't make Wonder Woman a sidekick. Also, please do right by the costume. I know my daughter will be offended if you don't do it right. She will. But that was it. Minus the weird glitch there. I'll fix it in the audio version, but probably just post both video links when we get to that point. Podcast at flameflesh.net. For I am Flameflesh. Have a good evening, and I hope your weekend was a restful one. Get ready for Monday!